Happy New Year. No. Hello everyone and welcome to another Train Sim World video. In today's video we are in the gorgeous 313 PEP EMU and we are doing 2 Charlie 27 Seaford to Brighton. Now I know I said for this stream it would be the 380, but a roadmap's dropped and we need to talk about it. Let's go. Right, so AWS, TPWS, DSD doesn't work in this train. Full service. Headlights, marker lights, DRA. Yeah, we're all cool. What? I pressed unlock doors. Oh, it's because I didn't have the key in. Fair enough. Right. I just wrapped up a video in the ULF A1 tram and the Manline City A21. Nice. I hope people like the tram and bus slows. The tram stuff, I thought with City Transport Simulator, I don't think personally I would be interested in it for the trams. The buses though I definitely would like, but I'll still watch the video though. But if it was me playing it, I probably wouldn't use vestibule light, fluorescent light. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Obviously we have had the announcement today that Rivet Games, oh I should have pressed that one. Rivet Games are making a timetable pack. One of their 3 other timetable packs is going to be for this route. And it is going to be the class 171 stroke 7 and stroke 8. And the class 377 stroke 3. Which means we will now have in game the 377 stroke 1 for the Brighton main line. The 377 stroke 2 for West Coast Main Line, the 377 stroke 3 for East Coastway, and the 377 stroke 4 for East Coastway and Brighton Main Line. However, because Rivet said there will possibly be updates to this route, so this could mean East Coastway remaster, and if it does get remastered, that would mean passenger announcements, guard mode, suspension, and a whole manner of things would need to be upgraded for this. The new lighting and all sorts, and yeah, it would just be amazing. And I'm looking forward to it a lot because the 313 is an older DLC, but it's a lovely DLC, and if it just got a little bit of a lick of, you know, paint, I mean, it probably wouldn't, but if we had guard mode on the 313, that would be awesome. But what I was mainly thinking of is because of this new timetable in winter 2017, we should see the Seaford to Lewis services that would go off to London, or services that would come down from the Brighton main line and then go along the Coastway. We should now see with this timetable update. I mean, we should have seen them when the route launched, but for one reason or another we didn't. But yes, now with the timetable update we should see both those things. Oh, hang on a minute, am I overshooting? What's going on here? Bloody hell, did I want any more platform? Jeez, look, I mean, that is, if we're talking edge of the platform, I've absolutely nailed that. Having Gatwick Express and Thameslink services AI at Brighton would help bring more life to the route. I didn't even think of that as well. Gatwick Express, Thameslink, put them in. I forgot that this didn't have Gatwick Express as AI. Obviously this came out before London Commuter, so yeah, you throw those in as well. That would be amazing. Although actually, no, it was fine. I was wondering when Thameslink brought in the 700s, but I believe that was 2014. So if it's 2017, that should be fine. But yeah, it would be unrealistic to see all the Thameslink 700s as stroke zeros, but it would still be better than nothing. I'd take seeing the stroke zero as every service on the Brighton main line if it was between that and not having it. But yeah. TSW is starting to move in a better place, and we haven't even spoken about the new gameplay pack for West Coast Mainline South. The class... Well, not gameplay pack. Class... The Class 90 DB Schenker... Not DB Schenker, DB Cargo? Yeah, either or. But yeah, the new Class 90 coming to TSW by Alan Thompson Simulation. But yeah, I am so looking forward to that one. We are going to need a bit more breaks here. This is amazing news, and means we're another step closer to a Brighton mainline remaster. New freight loco, I am absolutely getting it day one. I don't think I'll be able to afford to, unfortunately. I'd love to. I don't know much about the 90 in real life, other than the fact that when an LNER 91, or Virgin Trains East Coast as it was back then, when one of those units failed, often they would use a DB Cargo 90 instead of a 91 on the front, just in case they didn't have any other 91s to replace it with. They'd go to DB Cargo and be like, can we borrow one of your 90s? And I'd be like, oh, I suppose if you pay us this much money. And they'd be like, how much? I suppose it's better than cancelling the service. Yes, if you are watching this video, be sure to like and subscribe. And if you haven't already, make sure you check out Melbourne Train Guy. And also, if we get to 300 subscribers by the end of the year, I will do 9.5 hours on a train sim world route. And if you're bored of me saying that already, that's another reason to subscribe, because then I'll stop saying it. But yeah, and I'll also do an SCR stream as well. Probably not on the same day though. I'm going to grab the Birmingham to Crewe. I'm absolutely going to grab the 171. I'm likely going to grab the Birmingham to Crewe, and I'm going to grab the 171 and 90 though. Yeah, it looks nice. The 171 is coming with new sounds, which will be backported onto the 170s in the Birmingham Cross City pack and the Fife Circle line. And if you are a fan, finally, we used to pray for times like this. What was I gonna say? We had to wait for 2 DLC packs before the first 170 gets its sound back. I'm hoping it will actually sound like a 170, because even the current... Okay, before you go above 85 miles an hour, even still, the Turbo Star sounds aren't great. There's no, like, engine farts or anything. It's a bit... like in real life, it's a bit meh. But, what was I going to say? The Just Trains, if you are a fan of Just Trains and Arriva Trains Wales... there is a 153 and 150 which will be painted in X Arriva Trains Wales livery. Do you mind standing back from the platform, please? I was nearly going to knock you out then. But... oh, shut it. That's quite a big road to have a level crossing on. Surprised I've not just bridged it over. But yes, what was I going to say with all that racket going on? The Arriva Trains Wales 142, or the ex-Arriva Trains Wales 142. It looks like that's coming with a new timetable. No! Why'd I press... I didn't mean to press door close. There we go. One thing I'm looking forward to is for the timetable to be done properly for East Coastway. 'Cause if you look, it's done by AI. I believe it was done by AI. Because it says here, 2.7 miles to south ease and be there at 11:37:27. Like, what? Above 85, let the mosquito in. Yeah, fully. Oh no, am I speeding? Yeah, of course I am. Oopsies. There goes my job at Southern Rail. But yeah, this route should have guard mode, because these 313s, there's no driver-only operated screens anywhere, so they definitely would have been guarded. The 377s would have a guard on in 2017. The 171s would definitely have a guard on. So let's get guard mode in this route. Let's get train and passenger announcements. Let's get passenger ambience. Although I don't know if that's for every route. Just as a default. I don't know. But let's get Todd Ford lighting. Let's get a proper timetable in. Let's get the services from Brighton mainline that would come to the Coastway from Lewis. Let's get those in. Let's actually get this route what it deserves to be, because this route I feel like is a 6, 7 out of 10 add-on. Oh no, I just said 6, 7. But it should be an 8 or a 9, and it definitely could be an 8 or a 9. And then also, I know the Dash 2s don't go on the East Coastway a lot, but even just layer them in. The Dash 2s, the Dash 1s, layer those in, although the Dash 1 isn't done properly. You could change the Dash 1 to the old headlights, because the Dash 3 now has the old headlights. Lots of possibilities with this pack. The older routes are very tight on the timetables. It's better on the newer routes, yeah. I don't know where South East is. Goddamn 6, 7. My younger siblings are on that. I don't get it. Can you clear it up? Do you know what it means? I haven't a clue. The 313, I don't remember being this jumpy on the brakes. I believe South East is just round here. Oh, do you see that? It lurks forward when you press. Some brain rot meme. Are we getting old? That's what I fear. Remember when the dynamic weather used to just go foggy? Like it'd be sunny and then it would just go misty. What happened to that? Did they just quietly fix that and not tell us about it? 313212 and we've got 313211. I know I am. Wow. I can't believe Twitch filtered assess in the last... Oh, don't even get me started. But it's just filtered Lamphal. I have to like unfilter it. I don't know if it's because I'm of a setting I have or because it's I'm under 18. Have I got... Why does it do that? Did it always do that? Look at it. I'm sending people into the next week. It didn't do it that time. Oh, it's because I've just used photo mode. And then it works after that. If you turn off the dynamic brakes, they behave much better. How do you do that? Is it on the back wall? These stations are bizarre. Switch onto your panel to the rear right. Here. Switch on the panel. Is it you? Door control, control positive. Oh, hang on. Dynamic brakes, is that the one? I think I've just done it. I've never driven it like this then. This will be the first time I drive it. I love the 313 sounds. I wish I was old enough to get these, because I used to get... I think it has just done the dynamic weather thing, so maybe that's not fixed. But I used to get the Great Northern Class 717s to school. And they took the 313s away just before that, like literally just a year before I started using the train. Or a year and a half, and it was so annoying. Right, let's do a brake test. Oh my god. They feel like brakes. Sweet. What am I going to do with all this? They should not be sticky and now respond much better. Yeah, because they used to like brake a lot, then stop, then brake, then stop, and they'd feel a bit like you were spinning. Green signal. Wait, hang on. I just had AWS, did I not? What was that? That just went off. There you go. That's the tip. From Dadret I picked up. Oh, okay. Nice. He is very useful. Like, he's taught me a lot, especially about 66s. From just watching his videos. .1 miles to Lewis, which I always thought was pronounced lose. Speed reduction warning? Maybe. Ah. Okay, I'm not taking any chances. Is it? Yes, it's for that 40. Yeah, it's for that 40. I don't know how delayed my Twitch chat is. I don't think the chat's delayed. I think it's just the stream. But I've got the stream paused, so it can't fool me. But let me know if the stream does go bad. Yeah, it's for that 40 there. There's like 5 or 10 seconds. It's not bad. Quality also excellent. Thank you. Your videos are also very like, they look like butter, as smooth as butter. Yeah, we changed internet in this house a couple months ago, and since then, before that, I'd struggled to stream in 720p resolution, and now I can stream in 1080 at, I think it's 4,000 something or others that I'm streaming in, and is it 4,000 kilobytes per second? I think so, maybe. And it would used to take me like, if I was uploading an hour video, it would take an hour, whereas I uploaded an Azuma video earlier. It's not out yet. It won't be out till like 6. Oh, I nearly said it again. It won't be out for about a week's time. But yes, it only took like 10-15 minutes. I record all my videos to PS at 1080p 60 FPS. I upscale them to 4K. I stopped doing it as they made them way larger in size. Yeah. Oh my god, they actually like stick on. Wow. I haven't got Play-Doh brakes. I've got actual brakes. I don't know what to do with all this. What does one do with this much brakes? I've just got a lot of videos to edit though, so gonna be a busy bee Sunday because I stream so much, and then it's like I love streaming and I love making videos, but then I have to edit them all and it's like, oh no. But yeah, thankfully with TSW you don't have to put that much effort into editing videos really. It's just crop a bit off the front, crop a bit off the bottom, bang. That's how low quality my videos are. Speed into Brighton at 60, then go into notch 4. That's what. Hello, we've got a Hastings service. I do the same with less cropping, so don't even stress though. I feel like there's not much you have to do with TSW content though, to be fair. It's literally just like, oh, there's a 2-car stop marker for the 171. I hope the 171... I've just had a thought. The 171 does appear on the Brighton main line in real life today at times. So maybe Rivet Games are cooking up a masterclass. Rivet seem to have really got their shit together. Like, 5 Circle I've heard was a decent DLC but released in a bit of a disastrous way. But like, with their recent packs and their recent DLC, they're putting effort in. It's higher quality than what it was. I wouldn't say it's high quality with the mosquito sounds, but yeah, the Rivet seem to have really got their shit together. Yeah, I didn't even think, but the 171 does occasionally go onto the Brighton mainline if there's a lack of 377s. And then that would be, you know, maybe that's what they were waiting for. Oh my lord, what am I doing? Oh, I've just whacked it into emergency, bollocks. Riviera's on point. Yeah, did Rivet do the scenery and the timetable? Or some of the scenery and the timetable? Get a quick flyby shot. Meow. Look, you can see where the pantograph's been ripped off. Wouldn't need all the 377s. Yeah, you could have all the 377 variants. Maybe they could add a -6 or a -7, which are the 5-car ones with the pantograph. The 7 is. The -6, I don't think has a pantograph, but the -7 is a 5-car with a pantograph. I think the -6 is a 5-car, but it's just third rail. You could have the 387 for Gatwick, which is already there. The 700, you could add the -1. The 171 you could layer onto it. I would 100% pay, not for the remaster should be free, but for the new timetable. If they actually added, if they didn't add something, I think it should be free, but if they added the -1 Thames Link and another variant of the 377, or like, you know, just something a bit different, I would 100% pay 10, 15 quid. Can any of the 377 be? Yes! So I forgot Southeastern have 377s as well. So, yeah. Maybe we'll even see a Southeastern high-speed timetable with Eurostars. Probably a bit of a stretch. But not a completely hopeless possibility. Because it would just be AI, so they wouldn't have to model an interior. You know, even if they just did that and it was just a model. Like, I would pay for that. It's getting a bit dark outside. It's 7 o'clock already. How's that happened? Falmer Station, where Brighton are located. We've got Falmer. Is that a London Road? Or is it Moulscombe then, London Road? Moulscombe, London Road, Brighton. Yeah, Southeastern 377s. You could have more variants of the 375, more variants of the 465, although the 465s, because they're getting withdrawn at the moment, or they're in the process of being withdrawn, they're probably hard to find. Then you could add the 375. Add the 375, the 373 and the 374. But maybe you don't, and, you know, charge, I don't know. What would be a good price to charge? 15, maybe? £10? £15? 15 if they added an interior to the Eurostars, and you could maybe drive them as far as like a waypoint or a go via location, and it would just chuck you out the sea. When I started back in TSW3, we had Raiders from, so good lord, we have so many variants. Now, it makes a lot of the older DTG choice. It makes a lot of the older choices DTG made make a lot more sense. Yeah. Definitely. But I'm trying to think, what could... Yeah, I would love to see... Although I still think keeping a broken West Coast Mainline South timetable just for future layers is a bit of a douche move. Yeah, if you're talking about the class 90, then yeah. But I'd say the only bit of it that's broken really is the overground. Yes, it's disappointing, but if you want a full overground route, there are, you know, you've got the suffragette line and mild main line, so it's not the end of the world. It's a shame, and it's not an excuse, don't get me wrong, but at least we do have proper overground routes. At least that's not our only overground route in the game. But yes, the 313 will sub in for the 377/3. Another way around. Why are we not braking? I've got it in full service. Ease off. Can we stop today? Ah, yes, I know what you mean. I mean there are missing rail tours, freight workings and other that could have fit in but aren't. They're also waiting on the 805 and or 90 in my opinion, at least. They would have known at TSW5 launch they were coming. Maybe not necessarily at TSW5 launch, but later down the line, yeah. When they're done the huge timetable upgrade. The 805 though is going to be a separate timetable, so the 805 is not going to be part of the Dovetail timetable. It will be its own timetable based on the 2025 working timetable, not the Dovetail one, which is the 2024 working timetable. The 90 they've definitely held stuff for, and there are missing rail tours, you're right. There's missing 87 and Flying Scotsman layers that Dovetail showed in their preview, but we never saw. So that is a bit of a shame, but yeah. The 805 is... The 805 will have its own timetable. Which means the West Coast Mainline South will have 3 timetables. It will still have the DTG timetable copied over bulk, so not to rant, there was clearly space for extra stuff in. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I don't know. If they find extra space, hopefully they can add the overground timetables in. The complete overground timetable in, but it is a bit of a shame, to be honest. It is a bit. I feel like there's a station just there. There is. This route's one of the more tricky ones to learn hubless, I'll be honest. I think Southeastern High Speed is an easy one. Same with West Coast Mainline South. I do not want my console to die. Yeah. I wonder what the 805 will be doing, because I believe it does most of the Chester services, which would be new services, because we don't have the Chesters at the moment, because I believe they were run by Voyagers. Don't read chat while trying to stop. Don't read chat while trying to stop. Ah! Oh dear. Do you know what? I'd never got how people manage to overshoot, but since reading chat and stuff, I get it. It's difficult to keep up with everything. East Coastway seems an easy route to learn HUDless, but is a real pain. Yeah, it's not too difficult. It's difficult in places. Like, it's difficult when coming this way to remember where to slow down for Lewis. Other than that. Yeah, next stop London Road. Next stop Brighton. After that. I've actually been to Brighton before. So. No, it's not your bad. I was the one that chose to read chat at a terrible time. But I would never complain for having an active chat. Because having a community is the best thing in the world. And it makes doing this so rewarding. Because there are times where doing this... Sorry to go off on a bit of a tangent or a rant. I can't use the word tangent. That's your word. That word's unique to you. But yeah, there are times where this can burn you out and be a bit exhausting. But then seeing the community that you're a part of is awesome. Oh. Because I'm incredibly proud to be part and always grateful to be a part of the TSW community, because it's such a wonderful community full of so many lovely people. Like, I had 2 people in my Twitch chat this morning that were lovely. I actually had someone for you to ban this morning. I was hoping you'd join, but then I didn't put on my community post that I was live. So I actually had someone for you to ban. It was one of those viewer bot things. Buy cheap viewers here, no spaces. Okay, I'm going to overshoot again. What is wrong with me? Am I alright today? Dang it, I always miss the fun. Yeah, there was somebody, you know, literally waiting for it, asking for it. Maybe I'll leave the stream on all night. You know, we'll do a full 24-hour sleep stream. I don't care how much money I would ever make from Twitch. I would never fall asleep on stream. Like, nobody can ever pay me that amount. I don't know why I looked at those 2 different boards, like they were showing different times.
I was playing Sea Transport Simulator most of the morning, and then went to see the parents for Dad's birthday, so I would have missed it anyway through the cracks.
Oh, bless. Well, you don't need an excuse. The one thing I've never got is, like, you know when you join a stream and everybody's like, oh, sorry, I'm late. Like, what is this? Like, are we queuing for a classroom or something? But no, like, you don't need an excuse to be busy. Like, oh my god, we're live, must be in stream. Oh, go on. Oh, AWS has just gone off. I'm going to be emergency'd. Look at that, with the houses in the background. That's nice. Just people being polite, I guess, yeah. Yeah, that probably makes me come across quite dickish. Oops. Oh, 20. When you care, I guess you want to not be a donkey. Yeah, I suppose. I love those run sounds, the track joint sounds. So when the East Coastway and Brighton Main Line get remasters, does that... Well, if the Brighton Main Line gets a remaster, and if the East Coastway gets a remaster, does that mean we can go west? Could you imagine, yeah, Train Sim World 5, Dovetail Direct, they're announcing, oh yeah, we gave you the East Coast Main Line in Train Sim World 4, now we're going west, and everybody hypes it up thinking it's the West Coast Main Line, and it's actually just the West Coastway. That'd be awesome. That'd have triggered so many people. Excuse me, chicken. Whoa, hang on. Whoa. Your arm just went through my cab, mate. Do you mind? What are you doing? Well, that sounded nice. The frustration I have with people in this game, I will never have with people in real life. Hey look, it's, oh, let's bring a 377 and not tell anyone. I'm the odd one out. Do you know what? I think I'm the odd one out for better. Screw your 377s, I've got a 313. I do much prefer the livery on the 313 to the 377 because it's just got more going on. But yeah, that has been today's Train Sim World video.